Recording has started, and I don't think we have to do anything else. Okay, you're good.
All right, sounds good.
Hey everybody, I am here with Nichole Thomas, the IFT from Liberty Elementary School, for a first look at the teacher devices.
Awesome, and here is the amazing Josh Ajima, 3D printing extraordinaire and this is Innovative Educator of the Year. So exciting.
She's the VSTE Outstanding Teacher of the Year, right?
So we're excited to be here today with you guys, and we're going to unbox our Lenovo, and we're going to check out our new teacher devices.
Our new teacher devices.
New teacher devices.
Nichole, is everyone getting a teacher device?
Not everybody. So everyone will have a device. Everyone who teaches in the classroom will have a device. Now, whether you got the formerly known as TAD devices. I know we can't say that anymore. It's taboo. It's a no-no. If you had one of those in the refresh in the last, 2 years, correct? You'll be keeping your device. But if you are sad, like us Liberty teachers, and you have no devices, and you have computers that are a little bit older than some of your kids in 1st and 2nd grade, you'll be getting some of these new devices.
Absolutely. So, like at my school, we have the AV computers, and then the O1 computer's like 8 years old, and so it has been time for a refresh. So I'm super excited.
So excited,
So there are refresh schools, and Broad Run happens to be like one of the very first refresh schools on the list that's getting devices, and that's why we're here at Broad Run. Jeff Frazee has been is being an awesome host. He's doing all the AV stuff for us, so we're very thankful for that.
Yeah, thanks Jeff for having us. We really appreciate it. And not only is he welcoming us here, but he had everything set up for us before we got here because he's pretty much just a rock star. So we're so excited about this.
So he's got boxes, and so we just grabbed the first stuff off the box, and so here it is. The first thing that you get is a sheet of paper with some devices and frequently asked questions. What else do we have?
We've got not only your wonderful ThinkPad, but you've got a charger here.
I would label that.
Label.
These are going to get so mixed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what happens. You forget your charger and you go into a CLT and you go, oh, mine's almost dead. Can I borrow yours for a second? And then they never see it again.
I like to write maybe on a sticker and then put tape over it, packing tape or scotch tape, so a double layer of stuff.
Absolutely. Label makers, those are great too. Same thing. Put a piece of tape over it, make sure it stays. And then it's harder for someone else to peel up. Not saying they're going to do it. Just saying, be careful.
All right, so we have this, but let's get to this little box later.
Sounds good.
Okay. Where's the case?
There's not a case.
What?
Cases make you careless. So DDI has decided that they are not going to give a case to any of the teacher devices, or actually any of the student devices for that matter, hoping that a lot of our bags and backpacks, and I know the purse that I carry my laptop in, already kind of has a padded compartment.
It's like padded.
Yeah.
And it's got a Velcro strap that we never use.
It does kind of already make sure. So not only does it save us a little bit of money not having to do it, but do you want to talk about also why not?
Oh, no, tell me more.
So also a lot of times when you have a case, you're a little bit more careless with your device. So you're like, oh, great, it's got a case on it. Let me shove it in there. And we don't want to promote that. We want people to just really make sure that they're taking care of their device. So we're hoping that with providing it without a case, that it does just kind of bring awareness and making sure that you do take great care of your new Lenovo ThinkPad.
But DDI looked at lots of different devices, right? And they have picked rugged devices.
Yeah.
For the kind of rough, vigorous. Not that we're not that we're going to be rough with our stuff, but just a school environment can stand up to that. So this is a Lenovo ThinkPad Yoga L380.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a lot of words.
But for me, the ThinkPad brand the Lenovo ThinkPad brand is like a big deal. That's highest rated business laptops. Used to be IBM ThinkPads, and now Lenovo took over the ThinkPad name. But it tends to be synonymous with road warrior, people who do a lot of traveling and being kind of a really rugged device.
So when I have all the papers that we're grading from teachers, and I'm carrying it like this, and I have the stack that's bigger than a textbook, it's It's going to hold up. It's going to be okay.
All right, so our devices are labeled,
Yeah.
and there'll be special device labels. They'll know that this device is with yours, but you know, I've heard that it's okay if you want to customize and personalize, but you probably want to know what your barcode is and make sure that when you get your device, it's the one that's assigned to you, and that maybe you know what the number is, and I think it's okay if you like pick a sticker or something. Just don't go too crazy or over.
Now, I also know that all of our TAs, or if you don't have a TA, DDI should be providing these. You'll actually get a secondary sticker that'll go on here that I believe, Jeff, has your PID number as well as your actual name.
Full name, PID, and a barcode.
Perfect. So if you could hear Jeff, he said full name, PID, and your barcode. So you'll have your normal DDI sticker, but you'll also have the one that actually says your name on it. Now, personally for me, I got one of the Silhouette vinyl cutters for Christmas. It was my favorite, and I'm really excited to create a whole bunch of stickers to stick all over my laptop. So I'm definitely going to do that, but like Josh said, making sure that you keep your little sticker and the one that has your name on it free, so if something were to happen, if it breaks, if DDI needs to re-image it, they can scan it quick into the system and get the work done.
Right. So one of the things I noticed right away is it's kind of light. Right?
Oh, it's so nice. It's like 3 pounds. I'm so excited. Me and my little arms can't wait for this. I have my like old brick laptop that's what, 80 pounds, and now this is like 3, and that's like my favorite part I think so far.
Like, I don't know if I could carry this around for a whole 90-minute class or an hour class, but it is definitely a lot lighter than some of the other devices that we've had. So I feel bad for whoever's device that we have right now, because it does pick up fingerprints, right? Just a little bit. But let's take a tour around the sides, right?
I'm excited.
So I don't see any lights or buttons or anything on the front here. I think that might light up.
The little eye on top of your ThinkPad.
The little eye lights up. I don't know when it lights up.
I think it lights up as soon as it's turned on.
Gotcha.
We'll test it.
So as we're looking at it over here on the right side, I see a power button.
Yes.
We talked about turning it on.
Now I'll tell you, this weirded me out because first thing I do, like a normal laptop, I opened it up and I'm sitting here while we're getting ready for filming and I'm like, where is it? And I didn't want to ask anybody because I didn't want to look stupid. It's on the side. It's right there. So when you open it up and you're searching for your power button, it's not there. It's this little nugget on the side.
Okay, so next to it is that dual headset jack, and so that's great. So you can use your phone headphones on there. Sometimes that can be a little bit confusing if you have one of the older like 2-plug headsets with the earphones and the microphones.
That's true.
For those, you might need an adapter.
Yeah.
Right. And then what do we have? What do we have next?
That is our mini mini SD card. So if you have any SD cards you like to keep storage, your pictures, anything from a camera, from your Ultimaker 3D printer, this is a mini SD card. I'm
a little sad about that.
I know, me too.
Like, it's light.
It's light.
It's light.
It's so light.
So they have to cut corners, and so it doesn't have the full SD card, which is a little disappointing because like sometimes you have a camera or a 3D printer or something that uses the full-size SD cards. You might have one of these sizes for your phone.
That's true. That's very true.
So they are available, and it is a way to maybe add a little bit of extra private memory or storage. Maybe if you're taking lots of videos and pictures in class, you have a way of storing that. So then what's next?
So next we have our normal USB, right? USB
3.1.
What does that mean?
Well, it's faster than USB 1 and 2.
Oh, perfect.
It's the latest and greatest speed USB. So that's good. And then, so you have one USB port on the right side, full size, and then you have a mini Ethernet. Like I've never seen a mini Ethernet.
I didn't know what that was.
Like, if you want to plug in your router here or plug in to the wall, you know those blue in my school we have blue cables,
that's
right?
What we have too.
That plug into the back. You're not going to be able to do that to this laptop. Luckily, they've done wireless upgrades, so most of the schools have decent wireless now.
You should be good.
Sometimes the wireless is actually faster than wired if you have like older hardware.
That is very true.
And so if you have a full-size Ethernet and you want to use that, you're going to have an adapter, and it's not provided.
No.
We may
Oh,
We'll get into that.
okay.
Later.
Sounds good.
But just right on here, it's not. And then I think this is just a little security thing. Has anyone ever used those Kensington locks?
I used to have one in college.
Did you?
It came with my laptop.
I've never.
It's a long time ago.
I've never seen anyone actually use like.
Oh.
Like, why would you
I did,
lock
man.
it down?
Those random roommates.
Okay.
You don't know. That it gets a little crazy sometimes. So if you want it, it's there.
It's there. Kensington compatible like lock thingamabob. All right. On the back, there's vents. You don't wanna block this, right? You don't wanna like jam it somewhere with like your sweatshirt or something behind that. So. Or
if you work at Liberty and it's really cold all the times, it's a nice hand warmer for when it gets a little chilly. They may or may not use that a lot.
All right, and so now we're as you're looking at the screen, we're going over to the left hand side, just working our way around, and then USB-C ports. Like these are new. I don't know that I haven't seen anything in Loudoun County Public Schools that uses USB-C. But the new MacBooks and things are using it. Some of the new phones are using USB-C. But you have two.
Nope. That first one
Just
is
that
your
first one?
power cord.
That's your power.
That's your power cord.
That.
Yeah. So you're used to, if you have a laptop or you're used to one of the student laptops and you're in an older school, you have like the little circle plug. This one is flat. So that first one is actually your power cord.
You can use them in both.
Oh, can you really?
Yes, I think this is a USB-C charger.
Now we know what it looks like.
Yes. I think if you have a phone that uses USB-C, maybe I wouldn't plug this into my phone.
No, probably not.
They're probably, but anyways, yes. So.
Oh, speaking of our phones, do you want to tell them like the most exciting thing ever that I got really excited about? You told me about the USB.
That's the next one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
All right. So this is how you plug it in over here with the USB-C charger, 65-watt Lenovo. And so sometimes the danger with chargers is like you'll use one from a different model or brand, but I don't think we're gonna have that problem here.
Hopefully not.
But okay, so over here on the left-hand side, we have another USB 3.1 port, but it's got a slightly different icon. It shows a little battery next to it. And the cool thing about this is it's an always-on USB port, which means you can plug your phone into this or iPad and have it charging even with the screen closed. When it's closed or in sleep mode, it will still charge your device. You can go into your settings and determine like if it's off, whether or not it's still. But this is an always-on charging port.
I just thought that was really cool. Like you said, there's a little battery symbol next to it, so you'll know which one it is. But I don't know. He told me that today, and I got really excited.
HDMI?
Yep, perfect.
Useless for, just for my school, we don't have HDMI out. Oh, okay.
It's not useless. Use it. You will use it.
I want the
we
HDMI.
Have the box.
Useless.
No, don't say that.
And then just on the bottom, there's like a vent for heat, and then your two speakers are actually back here, and they have little feet to keep it kind of off the ground just a little bit. But you do want to be careful that you're not blocking these vents up when you figure out where you're gonna put it. And okay, so that's the outside.
That's our outside.
All right. Okay. So.
All right. Do you want to open the box or open the laptop? What would you prefer?
I think you want to open the laptop up.
Open the laptop. All right.
All right.
So. We're so excited. So this is what's really cool about these laptops, and this is what, in my elementary brain, got so excited about this, right? Because we have not only a laptop, but we have a tent. This is our tented mode, right? So on this one, you can show presentations, you can show different things, and as soon as I flipped the case over, the top over, not the case, there's no case. As soon as I flip the top over, it disables the keyboard. So I can sit over here and push it or pass it around to my class, and it doesn't matter. If I flip it all the way shut, it turns into a tablet mode, which is really nice, and I can hand it to my kiddos to work on, or I can read something, things like that. And it's really nice. Or the last mode, I can even lay it on its keyboard and sit it up like this. So
for watching instructional YouTube videos, like if you were doing some maker activity and you're making robots and you wanted to show them how the Ozobots work, they could be watching the video here, but still have room in front of them to do the activity. So it's just a really nice way to be able to use it in different modes and things like that. And I think it's going to be a really versatile
versatile little device for us. So
Nichole?
it's really cool. Yeah.
What happens if I fold it back into tablet mode? What happens if I press the keys?
If you fold it back into tablet mode, you press the keys, nothing happens. They are disabled. So as soon as you flip it back, those keys go away. I can still push them. They are still there, but they're not going to do anything to my screen. I'm not going to accidentally type out gibberish or any numbers or click anything that I don't need to. And we will talk about how you actually will click things when it's in tablet mode in just a second.
Yeah. Do you want to turn it on?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it. Power button on the side, not on the top,
Right
not on the inside.
right side.
Right over here with me.
As you're the audience, you're looking. Boom.
So here we go. I'm now on my ThinkPad at the top over here. I don't know if you can see it, but my little dotted eye.
The light went on. How cool is that?
So fun.
Yes.
So this is what it will look like when you first turn it on. This is not Windows 7 anymore.
Oh.
It's a little different.
Windows 8?
No.
Windows 9?
Keep going.
Windows 10?
Hey,
Oh.
bingo. We got
Okay.
a winner. So it is going to look a little different. Don't panic. Everything is still there. It's just going to work a little bit different. It's going to take a minute to get used to, but you can do it. It'll be awesome, and you'll actually like it better, I think. I think it'll be a
The
good
screensavers are very beautiful.
Yeah, see? So if nothing else, take a Zen moment, check out the screensaver. It'll be good. So here we are. It's ready for us. All right. Neatest trick in the book.
Oh.
Do you want to log on? You want to show?
No.
No?
I'm scared.
What else? No, it's going to be awesome.
You do that.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So here's what I get excited about, right? Because for our devices, like I said, in elementary school, like our devices are literally older than our third graders. So when our third grader goes, can I use a laptop? I cringe a little inside because I know I'm going to waste 20 minutes of instructional time just getting them logged on. But here I am, brand new device. You just saw us turn it on for the first time. I'm going to type in my credentials at lcips.org. I'm going to type in my password.
Welcome.
All right. So excited. Check out how fast this is. This is going to be so nice. Like I said, this is brand new. I've not logged into this before. It's not been cached with any of my information. And it's going to snap right to. Look, it goes, hi, which is kind of cute. We're setting everything up, getting it ready for you.
This is a first time
nice.
boot.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've been on one of the instructional laptops recently, but it you turn it on and it literally takes 4.5 minutes to get up after students logged in, ready to go, and that's a lot of lost kind of instructional time.
Yeah, here we go.
What?
It's on.
It's already?
Yes. Now, here's the only thing. When you do get your device, when you do turn it on for the first time, please make sure you are on Loudoun County Wi-Fi, Loudoun County Network, Loudoun County Internet, because that's the way it has to cache you for the first time. Once you do that, once you're at school or at the admin building or wherever you are with your new device the first time, then you can bring it home and it'll work other places. But
So I can't just take it and jet to Starbucks.
No.
I've got to take it and
well,
log.
you could, but it's not going to work there yet.
I want to log in the first time at school.
So open your mobile app, order your Starbucks, pick it up, come on back. It'll be here waiting for you. So awesome. Yeah, I hope you guys saw it. Like that was so refreshing that it just popped right to. It took what, maybe 30 seconds, not even.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. So nice. So yeah, here we go.
And so let's dive in. Windows 10, you're gonna figure Windows 10 out. I just want to talk about the prototypical kind of ThinkPad hardware here, because up front here you have a trackpad, and a lot of modern laptops use trackpads where you kind of move your finger around and you tap and you double tap the trackpad. And so that's kind of cool, but there's this little red dot here, and this is kind of the traditional kind of cool thing about the ThinkPads is this. That's why they have this little red dot. Is this little red nub here, which acts as a pointer, and some people prefer that. And then what you use is your thumb. Your thumb is clicking these little buttons down here, which correspond to the left mouse click, a right mouse click, and like the center scroll wheel. So just know that you can use both of those systems, right?
Yeah, that's really nice.
You can also plug in a regular mouse if that's more comfortable for you.
Absolutely.
Or a Bluetooth mouse,
Or
like a wireless mouse.
Yeah, if you go to Five Below, they have them for like $3.
Is the county going to give us wireless
They're
mice?
not. They're not. Hence the Five Below. So the only things that you are getting from county, like we showed you when we first kind of opened up, your lovely sheet of paper, your charging device that you're going to label as soon as you get, your laptop that'll have your name on it, and the box.
Okay, so the screen's touchscreen.
Yes.
So we have 3 ways, right? We have the trackpad.
Yeah.
We have this little pointer nub. There's
nub.
there's a real name for
I
it.
like the nub. We'll call it that.
And then you can actually touch buttons on the
Yes.
screen itself, right?
So if you're anything like me and the kids go, how do I do this? And you go to point to the screen, be careful because it is a touch screen, so you are actually clicking on things. I make that mistake a lot. Yeah, so it's really nice. So like Josh was saying, you can move around on the trackpad, but also there are a lot of commands that just touching the screen you can do. It works a lot, honestly, like an iPad would. So if you use your 2 fingers to zoom out, you can zoom in. You can use different things to swipe away. It's really nice. So we had one of the questions, I heard an IFT say, wait a second, what about some of my teachers that say that the screen is too small, they can't see it? Everything on the screen you can zoom in and zoom out of just by kind of squeezing and pinching your finger. So that's going to be really, really nice. If you need to zoom in, if you can't see, if you forgot your glasses at home, you'll be okay. We'll all be set.
So there's the 4th bonus. We haven't even talked about stylus.
Yeah, there's a tiny stylus.
Where is it?
It's ta-da!
Right here in the lower right corner.
Yes.
Is the stylus. We didn't even talk about it. We just glossed over it, but there is a actual active stylus here. Here you'll see like 2 copper contacts. So this actually has a little tiny bit of a battery charge in it.
Yes.
So when you're not using it, tuck it away. Don't leave this just like hanging out. You wanna put it back when you're done with it.
Yeah.
But there's a little stylus and it pulls out, and like if you have like big fingers and you're trying to draw delicate kind of stuff, or you just want very precision, you can use this stylus on the screen.
Yeah.
There's little right click, left click buttons that you can configure to do different things, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of cool, especially if you're used to using the Promethean boards, right?
Yes.
And you're used to drawing on the screen and writing in Active Inspire. You're still going to be able to do that using your stylus.
Absolutely. One of my other favorite things about the stylus, we were figuring this out as we were running with it. So if I put it back into tablet mode, I can actually, let me X out of this so I stop pushing things. I can actually write on it, and the computer has a mode that will actually recognize your handwriting. So if I were to go to a meeting, I wanted to take notes, I wanted to write in an email address or a web address really quickly, I can actually use the stylus with my handwriting, and as long as I'm not writing atrociously, it will go ahead and pick that up and read it. So it is really nice. So yeah, there are a lot of uses for it, but please, 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 again, don't forget to put it back when you're done. Don't lose it. There's like a tiny little bit of it here. If I cover it all up, this is how much sticks out of the computer. So I don't know if maybe you could put your initials on it, put a little sticker somehow, maybe to show that it's yours. I'm not sure what you might do, but don't lose this because it is really valuable when you're using your device, and I'm excited about it.
Yes, and you know, when we're looking at like if I have this device and maybe in the future I'm like connecting wirelessly to a projector or something like that, or maybe I'm just drawing and using Active Inspire, and we're all used to using the pen with that, having the ability to use the stylus to do the interactive stuff, to do that handwritten sort of thing on the fly is super awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 different modes to control, and you showed like laptop mode and tent mode and stand mode and tablet mode. What I liked when I saw tablet mode though is like when you go this way, it auto rotates. So if you're reading a book or a text document or a magazine or something like that, that's a super cool kind of way to see a whole screen at a time. I didn't realize it did that at first, so I was super excited when I saw you do that, and it just the screen auto rotated.
See, I think it's ingrained in me that tablets should do that, so I didn't even think twice about it.
Okay, so I think people are going to have questions about, well, this is great, but how do I attach it to other things? And I think that might be where our little box comes in handy.
We're so excited.
So that's going to be the USB-C travel hub, right?
Yes.
And
so in your box, you have all your little paperwork that talks all about it. And then inside, nicely kind of mounted in there, is your little travel hub.
I don't see a label on it. There's no sticker
There's not
with
a
my
sticker.
name or number.
Label it. Label all the things. Put your name on it.
And put tape over it. Like label it. If you see that its labels coming off, relabel it.
Please do. These are going to be a hot commodity, so don't lose yours. So,
Where does it plug in? Where does
there's that little weird
USB-C.
mini little USB. It plugs in right next to my power cord.
Nice.
There it is. All right. Oh, it even made it even dinged a little to talk to me. That's kind of cool. So, hey.
Full size Ethernet.
Okay, so we're learning this as you're learning this.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see this. Hold on, I'm going to unplug it so you can see it. Hey, remember those blue cords that we were really bummed about?
Plugged into your router.
You couldn't plug into the router? There it is. So when you get that no log on servers, which hopefully you don't get that no log on servers.
When the wireless is acting out because all the kids are, whatever.
Okay, I'm relieved about that.
Yeah, full size Ethernet.
Thank you. Thank goodness. Now they're little USB. Other ways we would use this USB. So we did not talk about on the outside of the computer, you may have not seen a DVD drive. There is no DVD drive.
There's no DVD drive. There's no floppy disk. There's no VHS cassette tape. There's no way to throw in a cassette tape. You don't know. You don't know what that is.
I don't know what those are. I don't know what those are.
There's no way.
Come on.
Unless it's on a micro SD card or via USB.
Yes.
You can get USB DVD drives.
You can get USB DVD drives. Actually, the county has given a few of those out, not with this, but in some of the refreshes. So I know some schools have bought them for their staff and things like that.
You can get them with Blu-ray too. Actually.
Ooh, that's kind of nice. So there is another USB on this, our full-size Ethernet, thank goodness. And on this side,
VGA!
Yay!
None of the projectors at my school have HDMI input, so I am so happy there's a VGA.
Yes.
So I'm going to take my presenter cable that's connected to my Promethean projector. I'm going to plug it in here, and then I'm going to plug that into my laptop.
Yes.
And in the fall, teachers will be able to use that to teach their lessons.
Yes, it'll be awesome. So I know that this is going to be kind of similar to the AV computers. You are still going to be kind of tethered to your wall by this, but DDI is investigating and looking at different ways to wirelessly connect. So we don't have anything yet, but they do know that, it is hard when your computer is back there, especially when you have one as awesome as this that can go into tablet mode and you want to walk around and let your kids touch and write and draw and things like that. So it is coming. They are doing research. They are thinking about us and trying to make sure that we're going to have everything we need to be successful.
Right. And so I bet there's like a million more questions that people have. Yes, you're going to be able to print using the new Follow Me printer kind of thing. You'll be able to install printers and print to your school printers.
Yeah, and your IFTs at your school will have a whole boot camp for the teachers. There's a whole bunch of stuff that they know they're going to be a great resource for you. We're also getting these, so we'll have our own, and we'll kind of all be exploring it together. There's also a bunch of resources that they'll be able to hand out as well, just for more of the nitpicky, how to get things done and nitty gritty of it all. But hopefully this was a good look at some of the basics.
Yes. As teachers, I think we're very good at the what ifs. We're very good at imagining all of the things that can go wrong and all of the problems, and that's what makes us great professionals, right? Is that we can anticipate all of the things that might happen and figure out strategies to take care of them.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go through that whole process for the next 6 months or so, like figuring out all of those things so that we know what to do in every situation.
Yeah.
But like right now, I just want to be like, we should be excited. Every teacher in Loudoun County Public Schools going to have a device. Instead of my teachers like going to a workroom and fighting over the 8-year-old computers, they're all going to have something that they can take home.
So excited.
They can take home over the summer.
Yes. Oh, and you don't have to turn it in over the summer, so you can do all your things.
All your professional development.
Yes, all of the things. All of the teachers things. One last little thing that I'm really excited about. I'm kind of a font junkie. Love different fonts. You will be allowed, because this is now your device, you will be allowed to download some different fonts. Now, careful for the sketchy websites. Don't download yourself a virus, but there are a lot of cool things that you'll actually be able to put onto your computer to customize it to make it yours. And if you were to get a job at a new building and be leaving your school, your device will travel with you. So you
in Loudoun County.
In Loudoun County. Yes, that's fair. Yes, if you are transferring schools in Loudoun County, you don't turn in your device. Your device will go with you. So everything that you do and have on here will be traveling with you.
So if you're getting a device, it's yours. Take care of it.
Yes.
Take care of it. It's your, yes.
One last thing. When you are saving things on your device, you will absolutely still have access to your staff drive. You'll have access to your LCPS Go, to your Google Drives, to your H Drive. Now you will also have access to saving things on your desktop and saving things on your My Documents. What is that? The C drive? What is that?
Yeah, C drive.
Okay,
yeah.
C drive.
Local.
They're local. Saving things on your actual laptop instead of on the network. Please be careful with that. I know I'm really bad about this. If I'm going to call myself out really fast, I'm really bad about that. If I'm working on something quick, if I need to upload it into Google, I'll save it to my desktop and I'll just do it and then I don't have to search for it. However, if something happens to my computer, if it dies and we can't fix it, if somebody has to refresh it, DDI does not have to come and warn you and give you permission ahead of time to come get the device. Like if they have maintenance to do on it, they're going to get it done and try and get you up and running as fast as possible. So if this baby gets reimaged, I lose everything on my C drive and on my desktop. So
save it to the cloud.
Save it to the cloud, your Google Drive, your Office 365 OneDrive, your H Drive, your staff drive, anywhere where it's going to actually be safe and backed up. So just something to kind of keep in mind.
So thank you for joining us for this first look at the LCPS Teacher Device, the Lenovo ThinkPad Yoga L380.
There you go.
I'm Josh Ajima, and this is
Nichole Thomas.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye, guys. Have a great day. Woo!
Okay, you guys are